Since I saw the Cove, saw Rick on that stage watching the award ceremony for the movie The Cove, it really hit me like nothing else had ever hit me. I once lived in San Diego, once went to SeaWorld. I thought it would be just incredibly fascinating to be a trainer, being close to these animals. I believe as humans we're just drawn to these animals to love them. Maybe it's because they have basically 5 fingers on each flipper. Maybe it's because they breathe the air we breathe. Maybe it's because they have families. They don't cross-mate in their own pod. They stay with each other for life. Maybe it's all those reasons. As Rick puts it, maybe it's just their smile. They always look like they're smiling. I saw the Cove and I thought, it has to end. It has to have ended. But that just didn't happen here. It did happen in other places in Japan, but it didn't happen here. This town stood up and said, no, we're going to continue doing this. They don't really claim it's because of money. They claim it's because of their culture and tradition. I, for one, always like to investigate every avenue of discussion. So I want to be able to talk to them. I would love to be able to talk to the hunters if they would let me. I would try to keep my anger in check, my frustration. Some ways I would like to educate them. What we know about dolphins is that they have their own culture, they have their own traditions, they have their own lives, families, structure, languages. One dolphin pod has different languages than another dolphin pod. All the dolphins have names. Just because we don't understand their language does not mean that they are fish. I think that's typically what they see when they see dolphins. They see a fish. See it as a commodity, something that can be taken from the ocean as long as it's there. So I wanted to say something about culture and tradition because that's what they're claiming. When we're Westerners here talking about them not doing this, and they say we're trying to destroy their culture and tradition, I say that the dolphins have their own culture and tradition. You're destroying that. That one reason I do not think that that is qualifying reason for continuing this. How can you take these dolphins that have culture, tradition, families, and basically enslave them as well for captivity? Much of the world still sees dolphins as cute. They're smart enough to do tricks, but they die at horrible speed in captivity. The best places in the entire world that care for these animals cannot keep them alive longer than they live in the wild. They can never claim that. SeaWorld in the US tried to do just that, and now they're being sued for it. they're going to have to back down over that marketing fiasco. So culture and tradition, as far as I'm concerned, is not a valid reason.